And probably our next guest is just slowly starting to put his name in a conversation for an emerging star. He's already a star, but he is playing some really good basketball.
Well, it's been a huge couple of weeks for the Eltham Wildcats men, hasn't it? They've caused a few upsets and they won in overtime at the weekend.
It was a big win against Northwest Tassie on Saturday night. Dan Kwani, he hit a clutch three to send it into overtime, but our next guest, he's the one who stole the show. He's having some sort of season, some sort of 2 weeks. Owen Foxwell, 38 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists and 6 steals. He was truly unstoppable in that game.
Well, the only thing bigger than Eltham's overtime win at the weekend was the performance of our next guest. Owen Foxwell joins us now. It was a big win, but you had a massive game in that win. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, it was a really good win. Fought back really hard. I felt really good in the first half. I think I only missed one shot, so felt good from the jump. Just came in, tried to play my role. Things were rolling. All the boys played really well to help us get over the line, especially in the last quarter. Dan Kwani hit a massive three to tie the game. So things kind of went our way. Got a few calls in the overtime too. So it's good to get another win against a good quality team.
Before we get stuck into your individual performance this season, talk to me about what changed with the team, because you were struggling, winless for a while, and that game at home against Frankston, where Frankston needed to win, they were on a bit of a slide. Everyone's expecting them to contend. You come away with a win there and then string a few together. What was the change, you think, in the way Eltham's been playing?
Well, I think we started like 0-8 as a group, but I think we'd be the youngest side in the league. I think we don't have anybody over the age of 26, 25. So it was kind of just working out where everybody sits in the team was a big part of that. And then everybody on the team just knows how to fight. Like all of our wins, we've had to claw it back, or we've always had to work really hard to win. Like the Gambier game, Gambier is a really tough team, and we were able to knock them off too. And I think we kind of just all pieced it together as a group. Everybody's found their role, and I think we've won our 4 out of our last 7 or something. So we're on a good high at the moment going into the back end of the season. Hopefully can carry that into next season.
And you can tell that your role has now been flourishing. You're coming off the bench in that 6th man, but you're playing starters minutes and you're performing like a starter. What has changed in your mindset? Because the highlights from our Gambier game look like you were having a lot of fun out there. We know the big performance you had of Northwest, but do you feel like you're in a really good space mentally right now when you go out on the court? Yeah,
for sure. I don't have a problem coming off the bench or whatever role the team wants me to play. I'm happy with that. Like if some other guys rolling, I'm happy to do whatever. And Craig's been great. He's told me that he has full confidence in me, and he just wants me to come in and do what I do really. And if that's coming off the bench, if that's starting, like the Gambier game I started because Short wasn't there, but he knows that I can provide what I do best if I'm coming off the bench or starting, and I'm happy doing that.
I love the attitude and mindset, and I think it's really good and really unselfish too for a young player. So I think a lot of players can take something out of that. What kind of things are you working on in terms of your game in this NBL1 campaign?
Well, also trying to learn a lot, like with the young group, trying to become a leader, especially at a young age myself. Like I'm going to try and take that back into the NBL season, try and develop that side of my game. Because I've always been known as a defender, kind of. I've always been able to score the ball, but the leadership side and making others better too is something I've always wanted to improve in my game, and I think that's something that I want to improve and get better. So this is a great place to do that.
Before we touch on your stint with the Phoenix as a development player, I want to ask you, because you've obviously seen the highlights from the Northwest game. If you haven't watched the whole game already, and the commentators, you had a couple of back-to-back steals. One of the commentators said, if only you could dunk. Now, you just came back from the Mount Gambier game, and we know that one of those hoops down the end is low. Can you dunk on that Mount Gambier one?
Yeah, I can dunk. I can dunk normally, but I was just guaranteeing the 2 points. Sometimes it doesn't go my way.
See, I'm selfish.
Well, speaking of dunking, what is it like running around and playing on a team with Josh Sykes? I played pickup with him a few years ago. You throw it anywhere, he's going to go and get it.
Yeah, that man's insane. Like he's the next level athlete. Like every time he catches the ball, I think he's going to dunk on someone. So he's really fun to play with.
Well, let's talk about some more of your teammates, because there's some great talent in your team. And as you said, everyone's sort of learnt their role now and are fighting. Tell us about, some of the guys that you're on court with.
Yeah, all the boys are great. From all the way to the starters to the other guys on the bench, like everybody's got talent, and I think that's what we've all worked out. Like Sam Short, he's an incredible leader. I think he deserves an NBL contract. I think he's a great player. I think he's awesome. Mitch Dance as well. Just he knows how to score the ball. He's a strong boy. Everybody just plays a role, and I think that's what we've worked out. Even Ovi Magwell, his rebounding and work ethic is incredible as well. Sam Whelan is also an awesome leader too. I think we've got lots of great pieces, and just a few more pieces, if we can add, would go a long way. I think we can be really competitive in this league.
Well, after watching your game against Waverley, you fell short, but I can second all those thoughts that you just had there. Talk to us a little bit about your development season with the Phoenix, development player, but it wasn't just your usual development player season, because at some point, Simon Mitchell's had a conversation with you saying, I'm going to throw you into a game, not just any game, a throwdown. You hit a 3 in the corner of the Melbourne United bench as well. How did it feel? He obviously spoke to you saying you're going to play some minutes. Were you nervous in that game, or were you just eager to get out there?
A little bit. I was a bit nervous. He called me in the day of, and he was like, obviously I had the lead up to under-20 nationals, so he was like, I will see if I can get you in. So I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. But then it was like early in the first quarter that he called me in, or maybe it was the second quarter. I can't remember, but I was like, I didn't expect it to be that early, and so I've gone in. I have to pick up Shea Illy full court in a throwdown. So it was pretty surreal. And then when the ball came my way, I just didn't try and think about it, just let it go, and it went down. So awesome moment. But so thankful for Simon having that confidence in me to go out there and perform.
Now, we're always on watch of people's Instagram, so I was investigating yours and your stories last night. No, it's nothing. It's not about a pet or anything. Usually I like to talk about guests' dogs, but have you got a family member that's representing in nationals at the moment? Tell us a bit about basketball and the family.
Yeah, so I've got 2 brothers, 2 younger brothers. One's 2 years younger than me and one's 4 years younger than me. Joel, the one that's 2 years younger than me, he played in the under-18 nationals in Ballarat earlier in the year, and he won silver. And then Austin, he just came back from Perth, and they won gold at under-16s.
So is the competitiveness running through? You've got a little pickup games, going little shooting games. Are you making sure that these younger brothers know, look, it's not your time yet. I'm still a young one as well, and I've got a lot to go in my career?
No, they know who's on top, so they kind of say they're late. But no, we used to play a lot of games too. My dad used to join in too. I haven't played in a while. I need to get back to it. But over COVID, there was a lot of games running in the backyard. So yeah, it's great. It's great. They're both extremely talented, and hopefully they can play professionally in the future. I think they have the game to do it. So I look forward to hopefully playing with them maybe.
Well, that'd be fun, because you definitely have the game for a big future ahead. Looking forward to seeing what happens in your career. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck for Eltham for the rest of the season, but good luck personally, another season for development player for the Phoenix, and then a big career ahead. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it.